Okay, in this lecture, we will discuss resonant tunneling. So, first, we will see what is tunneling. See, let's consider a potential barrier like this, a very thin potential barrier. Suppose this is an electron. To cross this electron across this barrier, there is two possibilities. Either this electron can cross the barrier like this when we apply sufficient potential difference to this electron, or this electron can penetrate this potential barrier like this. Okay, actually, the penetrating this electron to this potential barrier is known as tunneling. Okay, now, if there is a complete penetration or complete tunneling, we can define a parameter like this transmission coefficient. So, this transmission coefficient in terms of energy will be equal to 1 if there is a complete penetration or complete tunneling across this barrier. Now, we can discuss the tunneling in heterostructure. So here I am considering a heterostructure like this. So this heterostructure have two barriers. So this is the first barrier and this is the second barrier. Okay, for an experimental purpose to connect to a metallic contact, there is two regions like this first gallium arsenide region. So these two regions are heavily doped region. Okay, we can also see the conduction band and Fermi level of this heavily doped region. Okay, now we can redraw this picture to get a clear understanding. So this is the heterostructure. As I already told, there is a two barrier heterostructure. Okay. Now there is electrons in the quantum well, so I can mark the first level of energy level of electrons in the quantum well as E1. Correspondingly, there is level 2 E2, E3, etc. will be here. So these are discrete energy level. And I can draw the Fermi level and conduction level of this heavily doped gallium arsenide region. Okay. Now the basic condition for tunneling is the energy level of this region. So this region should be cross the or should be reach the energy of the electrons in the quantum well. So when the energy of the electron is approximately equal to the energy of the electron in the quantum well, the tunneling will happens. Above or below this energy level, there will be no tunneling. So first we can so this is the initial condition. There is no external energy given to this structure. So the energy of quantum electrons in the first level is E1. So there is no provision for tunneling since these two levels are not equal or the electron energies are too equal. When we increase the energy, so this Fermi level will go up and reaches a position of E1. At that time tunneling will happen. And uh, when we increase the energy level, the energy of this Fermi level will be in this region. Okay, there is no electron is available, and in this region there will be no tunneling. Again, when we increase the energy of electron in this region, there is another region E2, and when this energy will equal to energy of E2, next tunneling will happen. So for just explaining, we are just considering the first level E1 only. Okay. Now, when we apply an energy, I can draw again. When we apply a potential difference across this heterostructure, the Fermi level of sorry, so I can draw again. So when I apply first level of potential, so this is the even level. Then when this Fermi level is equal to this E1 of energy level, there will be tunneling. So the electron can tunnel to the barrier. Okay, there will be tunneling. And when we again apply an energy, potential energy to this region, so this is the energy level E1. So the Fermi level will reach here. So in this region, there is no electron available. So there is no tunneling. So in these two sections, there is no tunneling. The tunneling will happen only when the applied energy is more or less similar to the electron energy in the quantum well. Okay. So a graph is shown here to show the current versus applied voltage. So first region there is no tunneling, so the current is zero. Initially the current is zero, and when we increase the voltage, the Fermi level will be equal to or more or less similar to the energy of electrons in the quantum well, and the tunneling will happen, and the tunneling will be maximum at 2E1 by E. When we apply again increase the energy level, there will be no tunneling. So there is no energy level available in the quantum well to sufficiently provide a tunneling process. So in this region there is no tunneling, and when we increase the voltage, the current is actually decreasing. So this region is a negative resistance region. Okay, so this is the basic principle behind tunneling. Now we can consider the transmission coefficient of tunneling purpose. I have already mentioned the first level of tunneling. Okay, so this is E1, E2, and the E3. When the Fermi level when the Fermi level reaches the region of E1, the first tunneling will occur. Okay, at that level, the coefficient is 1. So that is shown here. So at the even region, the transmission coefficient is 1. Okay. When the next tunneling will happens at the E2 region, when the Fermi level reaches the E2 level, the next tunneling will happen. At that time, the transmission coefficient reaches its peak value and it is 1. So here this is 1. And the next tunneling will happens at the E3 level. Okay. So we can point the transmission coefficient 1 at this E3 region. So this is the basic behind tunneling. Thank you.